Got a little KVJ Court here. A disagreement. Who's right, the husband or the wife here? It's about their son's college fund. Got this email, mail at kvjshow.com. It says, my husband and I started saving for our son's college when he was a baby. We had a small stipend set aside from each of our paychecks, and by the time he turned 18, there was $200,000 ready to send him to almost any school he chose.
Dang.
As high school graduation approached, my son instead chose to get a job. He wanted to repair boats, and now has spent the last 5 years doing just that and making decent money. But he says he could make a lot more if he opened his own boat repair place. But that is going to cost money. So he asked us for his college fund to do it. I think it's a fair request, as the college fund was simply money we set aside to lay the foundation for our son's future. My husband disagrees. He says that a college fund is for college. He says that businesses fail and they go away, but college degrees do not. It is one subject that we can't even discuss without getting into an argument. And I need perspective, and I want to get your thought as to who you think is right. Does my son deserve his college fund to open up his business?
Ooh, that's a hard one. I don't think I would give it to him for that. He's not using it for the intended purpose, and I kind of agree with the dad. The degree never goes away. The business could fail and go under.
Yeah, this really is tough to the point where, yeah, you do. I see what both of them are saying. The dad is right that the college degree doesn't go away, but you know, there are many things you could argue as well. How many people actually use their college degree for what their profession winds up being? So even though you have that, does it even really help you sometimes in life? Look, this kid knows about boat repair. He's been doing it for 5 years. He thinks he's at a point where he can do it on his own and make even more money, and it is about laying the foundation. I right now am leaning more towards I think the kid deserves the money than I am the other way. But I could be persuaded.
I don't think he deserves the whole chunk. And maybe you do it like you loan him the money to start the business, and he starts small and manageable and sees if he can handle a small lease, a small business, a small operation, and then pay you back the loan.
Yeah, she was kind of saying that he needs a certain amount to get in. You can't really do it in those increments like that to do what he wants to do and to get, you know, the kind of business and setup where he wants to set up. I guess it's real estate. So he really kind of needs all of the money now.
I mean, you're right. Not every profession requires that degree you're going for, but there's some things you have to have your degree. If you're going to be a doctor, if you're going to do, it depends on what you're going to do. I'm kind of torn on this one.
I am too. It could be very successful, and it could be a great stepping stone, but the thing that you put the money aside for was college.
Yeah, but life changes and things can be flexible. And my whole thing is, college isn't for everybody. It's really not. And I'm a big believer on passion. And if you are passionate, I could see that in my kid, and they really, really wanted to do it, and I felt they were serious.
Yeah,
I start to change. I'm able to be flexible and change the way we were doing this.
Yeah, it's really the semantics of this, because the wife is saying this was for a foundation to the rest of his life. That's what we were really collecting for. Back then, it was all about college or nothing. It's not so much that anymore. And he's in a field where he doesn't need the college. He's got the experience he has, and he's ready to do this. We've raised this money to help him out. That's exactly what we did it for. He deserves the money, and that's why I'm leaning towards that. The dad is saying, no, we specified it was college. If he goes to college, he gets it. If he doesn't, he does not get it.
Look, I have my college degree. It's done diddly crap for.
You almost cursed.
I did almost.
See how little it did? You don't even know not to curse on the radio.
I mean, I don't even use it, Virginia. Most people, they don't even go to college.
Yep.
But I think for me, I am a big believer in college. I believe that it is a amazing stepping stone. Even if you don't last long, even if you don't get your degree, even if you don't decide to go into the vocation that you got your degree in, I think it is a wonderful stepping stone, and that's what you put this money aside for. This money is still your money. It's not his money. And so if both of you contributed to it. Both of you need to figure out together how you're going to compromise on giving it to him, and maybe giving it to him in the form of a loan and have an official loan drawn up where you sign papers and he agrees to pay you so much and a promissory note and all that.
I think
But if it was a college fund, he wouldn't have to pay him back.
Right, but he's not getting a college degree. You're not getting the college experience. You're not getting that stepping stone that I think is such a great experience for a young person.
But at this point, he's 5 years. He's already past the age of when he would have graduated college.
Well, how's his business doing?
well, you have,
Apparently, he's making good money, and his business hasn't started. That's what the money's for.
you have 3 different kids, Kevin, and they're all different in
Yeah,
different ways.
absolutely.
And I feel like it's case by case, honestly. I wouldn't want if I knew my kid was not passionate about college and wasn't going to go full gorilla with it, A, it's expensive. And then B,
Yeah.
if I don't think they're going to really give it their all and they wanted to be passionate about another thing, I think it's okay to be flexible.
I would give him the money. The wife trusts the son in his ability to repair boats and to run a business. And for me, I side with the wife. I would give my kid the money to start the business with the college fund money.
I don't think I would. I would make him take a few business classes at community college with that money. I would make him have to do a little work in running a business. You don't have to get an MBA, but I do want you to get some knowledge about how to put together a profit and loss statement. I want you to get some bare basics in business.
Honestly,
before I give you $200,000.
In my opinion, you can get a lot of that. You can get a lot of that information.
He might have gotten that
online
in the last 5
right
years.
now.
Yeah.
I mean, there's stuff you can educate yourself where you don't have to pay all this money in college. Look, I'm not against college, but I don't think it's for everybody. I think college is kind of a waste of money and time for a lot of people, especially if you're making somebody go.
I think, too, the thing that it might not be the great educational thing that is setting him up for his future in his career path. The reason I like college is it's a stepping stone from living with your parents to living on your own. And it's not like you're completely out there, thrown to the wolves, living in an apartment somewhere. You're in a dorm, or you're living right off campus, and you're slowly transitioning into adulthood and learning how to take baby steps into taking care of yourself and being a grown-up. I think it's a beautiful stepping stone.
My first round of college didn't learn a thing. It wasn't until I had to pay out of my own pocket and I had to mature a bit as an adult when I went back to get my degree. That's when I understood it. My first round didn't teach me anything other than you better make sure you have straight C's to play baseball.
I never did a keg stand before college, and I never had a beer before noon.
Oh,
I learned a few things.
Yeah, again, I'm not against the college, but I don't think it's for everyone.
Okay, right now we've asked, does the son deserve his college fund to open his own business? 66% say yes. So people are siding with the wife in this KVJ court. Give the kid the money.
A lot of people are against college these days, dog.
I just think it's a wonderful stepping stone, even if you don't follow the path that your degree gets you. It's just a great transitional thing for growing into an adult slowly.
Do you know what else is? Opening up a successful business.
Yep.